Welcome back. You're watching Chartbusters. Well, we will connect with the management of Amber in just a while from now. Now, this is a stock that's been in focus because, as we just told you before getting into break, Angel Broking sounds quite optimistic. They, in fact, have started coverage on the stock. They think that there's a potential upside in the next 1 to 2 years. We have Mr. Jasbir Singh, Chairman and CEO of the company, now joining us on the phone line. Mr. Singh, thanks for joining in. Let's start by getting your first thoughts on demand outlook. Now that we're, hitting the monsoon season in the west, the north is still waiting, I think. As you're looking at FY19, you had a good year last time around. This year, what's the kind of top-line estimates that you have internally?
So last year we've completed 2,100 crores and we're expecting a positive outlook of close to about 25% revenue upside on where we are. So we are quite optimistic. It's been decent summers. There has been some summer pattern shifts, but that doesn't change the long-term outlook of the sector. And order book is very robust. We have added new customers, we have added new products, and we are also increasing our wallet share within the existing customers. So all of these together, we are expecting to touch about 20 to 25% revenue growth this year.
25% revenue growth, Mr. Singh. I remember you coming to us in our studio during the IPO. So just let's talk about some of the money that you've used post the IPO as well. You were to pare down your debt by about 400 odd crores. What does the debt in your book stand at currently? And we have seen finance costs come down to 7 crore quarterly. So does that mean next year you will do about 28 crores in terms of finance costs as against about 64 crores that you did in the previous year?
Yeah, so the proceeds of IPO was largely to pay the debt, which we did the same day when we received the money. So 400 crores have been repaid to the banks. Right now, as we speak right now, the long-term debt in Amber standalone stands at only 14-15 crores, and we have got working capital limits of about 60-70 crores to be utilized right now. But including on the console basis, the debt would be somewhere about 100 crores in total, including the working capital limits. But 100 to 150 crores. From interest cost perspective, I think from 53 crores, what we are expecting this year, that we should be having not 28 crores, but something about 20 to 22 crore range.
All right, 20 to 22 crore range. So that means your finance cost will come down by about 30 crore rupees. You're talking about 25% growth on the top line. You've done profits of what, around 20 to 23 crores in the previous year. That moved to about 60 crore plus. So next year, 100 crore plus on the bottom line looks like a possibility.
Yes, I can't give you a number right now, but looking into the revenue CAGR, it should reflect on the same basis.
Mr. Singh, you are right now 85% ODM in terms of revenue, right? So the top line looks good. We've discussed the interest cost. That comes down, so the bottom line should also look good. What about the EBITDA margin? What kind of levers are you working with this year? I think you were at close to 8.5% last year. So comparable, maybe even better than that this year?
So on a standalone basis, we are endeavoring to, bring about maybe 0.2, 0.3 bips more on this. But since we have acquired LG and Ever, which are lower EBITDA margins, so on a console basis, you'll see the number almost 8.6. But on the absolute number, there will be definitely a substantial jump.
Mr. Singh, just a word on what do you borrow at? I remember you telling us that you borrow at around 9.5%, 10% in terms of borrowing costs. Because is that correct?
That's correct. Below 10% is
okay.
right now number.
No, because you said you will pay around 22 crores in terms of finance costs in the next year, and at the same time you said consolidated total debt would be around 100 crores. So that would mean that your effective interest cost comes to around 22%. Shouldn't that be 9.5, 10 crores as per
Exactly. So if you come to the complete year-round basis, this I'm talking about the 31st March numbers. So when during the year you use the working capital limits which we have, for the different inventories and cycle. So that is what in a peak we may be ending up using about 200, 250 crores also. And on 31st March, because that's a peak type of a season where we've got a lot of cash flows. So this is the number which will be reflected in the balance sheet kind of thing. Okay,
so what is the effective cost of borrowing then? And on an annual basis, what should we work with?
So it will be below. It will be in a range of 9.5% for the complete group.
Okay, 9.5% on an annual basis. What about the working capital cycle? What are the working capital days looking like right now?
So we operate in a net working capital days of close to about 35 days.
Okay.
And would you not like to reduce that, because it's almost about a month, right?
Yes, I mean, we used to be at 64, so it has come down drastically, and we are still working on it.
Because I remember during the IPO you said that it will come down much below the 29 mark as well. So
yes, so we were targeting that, but due to the summer pattern shifts, we ended up having a little bit more inventories, which took our number of inventory days a little bit higher.
Mr. Singh, before we let you go, just two quick details then. One, what is your order book right now? And secondly, what kind of capacity utilization are you functioning at?
So right now we have ended up, currently we are operating at about 55% capacity utilization on annual basis, which converts into about 67% on the seasonal basis, because we've got some bit of seasonality in our business here.
And order book you said was?
Order book is quite robust. So we are, the visibility stands almost about 20 to 25% revenue CAGR. So I think in all our customers are growing in different sectors. Non-AC components is also growing.
Right.
The refrigerator, microwave and washing machine sector is growing, and air conditioners, you very well know that it's a growing sector. We have added new customers, we've added new products, so that all will bring up the revenue.
So the capacity utilization should improve then, sir, no? 65% still a bit low.
Yes, so that is where the operating leverage will come. So our expenses will not go up, whereas, the loading on the plants will go up. So that will definitely convert into a healthy bottom line.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Singh, for joining in and giving us all those details. With that, we slip into a short break. Come back, we get you more on the markets and individual stock-specific action.